I call a regular city commission meeting to order. Would please rise for our invocation and the pledge of allegiance to the flag of our country. Commissioner Bennett.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all your many blessings for our city. Please watch over us, Lord. Give us a hedge of protection for our first responders and our staff, Lord. And for us as commissioners, give us wisdom and help us to make decisions that are in the best interest of the citizens. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Terms will expire July 1 of 2025. Currently, all the members are serving an expired term with the exception of one member. So to lose all the knowledge and the experience and the history with starting over with a new board during such a critical time with the CRA Advisory Board and everything we're trying to do in East Winter Garden, we did not feel like that was the right direction. So recommending that we remove the term limits because redevelopment work takes years to see projects through, and staggering the terms so that we don't ever have a situation like this where we would be losing an entire board. And I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Questions from the commission? This is a public hearing. I will open the public hearing. If anyone wishes to speak.
Thank you. Sarah Wolf, 221 North 40th Street. Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. I don't know very much about this, but why are all these people leaving at once? Can't they continue, or do they not want to continue in these positions?
No, ma'am, they want to. I think their terms have expired.
Can they rerun
And
their
they,
terms?
no, ma'am, some of them have turned out, so we're trying to, make this board where it would be more efficient and productive going forward. And that's what we're attempting to do here.
So this is like my vestry at church, is that once you've served 3 years on the vestry, you can continue, but you have to wait until another position becomes available.
You have to sit out.
You have to sit out. All right. Well, my concern is unlimited terms on any position. That if we don't have term limits, then a committee could be tied up for 10 years, 12 years with the same people in it. Is that what we want to have?
No, there's term, it's, what is this, 3 years?
Yes, sir. 3 years.
3 years.
Have to be reappointed.
Mm-hmm.
So they're appointed.
Right, for 3 years.
Have to come back for a reappointment.
I see. So somebody has to leave for 3 years and then come back.
Not necessarily,
No.
so,
They just have to leave. They don't have to be out for a year.
I
It's
see.
not an automatic renewal. The commission has to consider it for renewal.
So what's the problem with the term limits then?
Yeah.
I think part of the problem is the way the board's currently structured now, is everybody, all the terms expire at one time. So all the knowledge that has been there on that board for that period of time goes away. So we want to stagger the terms where we can keep some of the knowledge, and then as terms expire, they can be reappointed, or somebody else new is coming on board, but you still always have somebody that has some history of what's transpired on that board.
So when do all these terms expire?
As I pointed out, there'll be 3 of them that expire in '24, and they would have to come back for a 3-year.
23.
Or excuse me,
23.
23, and then 3 more would come back in '24, and 3 more in '25, and then they would be serving staggered terms from that point forward.
Correct.
so to that point, Ms. Wolf, I agree about term limits. So we're in agreement there. This does, and there's a bigger plan and certainly kind of work through on term limits overall, but it is an issue when an entire board is replaced at the same time.
I certainly understand.
We're staggered
I
here
agree.
for that very purpose.
I agree.
This fixes
problem
that.
didn't just suddenly jump up, did it? Or it's now?
It just had not been addressed, and now that all these terms were expired, it was like, it's a good time to get it fixed and do the right thing. Is there more to come for this? Yeah, but this will fix the CRA and allow them to carry forward with their mission.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else? With that, we will close our public hearing. Any other questions from the commission? We need a motion.
Make motion to approve ordinance 23-04.
We have a second.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Second reading, public hearing, proposed ordinances. Ordinance 23-02.
Yes, sir, ordinance 23-02, an ordinance of the city of Winter Garden, Florida, rezoning approximately 0.23 plus minus acres located at 114 Florida Avenue, north of Pennsylvania Avenue, west of Charles Street, east of South Dillard Street, and south of Florida Avenue, from city R-2 residential district to city C-3 professional office district, providing for severability, providing for an effective date.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. This is a request to rezone a .23 acre property at 114 Florida Avenue from R2 Residential District to C3 Professional Office District. As mentioned in the previous hearing, the applicant intends to keep the existing residential building on site and renovate it into a small professional office. The proposed zoning is consistent with the property's commercial future land use designation, and with that, staff would recommend approval and adoption of ordinance 23-02. Be happy to answer questions.
Questions from the commission? Okay. This is a public hearing. We will open a public hearing if anyone wishes to speak. Seeing none, we will close the public hearing. If there are no questions, we need a motion.
Motion to approve ordinance 23-02.
Okay, do we have a second? Second. We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you. Ordinance 23-03.
Yes, sir. Ordinance 23-03, ordinance of the city of Winter Garden, Florida, amending ordinance 22-35, the city of Winter Garden fiscal year 2022 through 2023 budget to carry forward prior year appropriations, providing for severability and effective date with revenues as itemized as follows. General Fund, $30,870,365. Community Redevelopment Agency Fund, $1,070,047. Law Enforcement Trust Fund, $5,440. Local Option Gas Tax Fund, $531,602. General Impact Fee Fund, $3,203,669. Transportation Impact Fee Fund, $14,430,301. Utilities Operating Fund, $9,195,971. Utilities Impact Fee Fund, $369,297. Stormwater Fund, $2,384,971. Solid Waste Fund, $252,760. Trailer City Fund, $4,000 for total revenues of $62,318,423, with expenditures corresponding to the same amounts for the same items.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. This is the second reading of this ordinance and amends the current year budget to allocate prior year appropriations that were not complete by the end of the fiscal year. This will allow adequate funds to complete this project in this current fiscal year. Exhibit 1 lists the projects that staff recommend to be carried forward, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Questions from the commission? Once again, this is a public hearing. We will open a public hearing if anyone wishes to speak. Seeing none, we will close the public hearing and we need a motion.
Motion to approve ordinance 2303.
We have a second.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. 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 Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you. Recommendation to approve special event, Evening at the Pops. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. This is a request by the Rotary Club of Winter Garden, who are well represented here this evening, right there, to hold their annual Evening at the Pops event at Newton Park on Saturday, March 25th, with a rain date of Sunday, March 26th. The music will be provided by the Space Coast Symphony Orchestra. The setup begins at 4 p.m. and the concert goes from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. Staff would recommend approval of the Evening of the Pops event.
Back to what it was in the past.
Yes.
Yep.
Space Coast Band, I hear the music's out of this world.
Any questions from the commission?
Ask the Council President of Corner Garden Rotary Club. It was one of our signature events. I'm so happy to see the Pops coming back. That was always a really classy event for Corner Garden. And I'd like to make a motion that we support the event like we used to. I think it was around $5,000 that we put towards the event.
Okay. That was a motion.
Have a motion for 5,002?
We have a second.
We do?
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Very good.
What's the reverend?
Thank you. Arts in April. Special event. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening again. Arts in April is a month-long celebration of the arts that brings our community together through the visual arts. There will be free children's art every Saturday at the market, a fine arts exhibit, high school art show, and an urban sketcher competition. Everything is free except for Art Night VIP, which is a ticketed event and a fundraiser for the Winter Garden Art Association. This event will be held on Saturday, April 29th. There will be 4 areas for the evening event. Drinking will be permitted within the designated areas, which are City Hall, several art gallery, Polaris, and the Butterfly Garden. And staff is recommending approval of the event and the Art Association. The executive director's here tonight, Phil Self.
Thank you. Any questions from the commission?
Just a comment of thanks. We do so many big events that, that people all over the region come in. It's nice to have these events that are just, even though people come in, it's more of a local thing that people really enjoy here in the community, and it's just something that they greatly appreciate. It just brings a little bit of class, a little bit of action, better cultural awareness. So, thank you.
We need a motion.
Be my motion as well.
Okay, a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, you got a few more. Downtown Boutique Spring Stroll.
Yes, Mayor. This happens to be an event that the city has been promoting for a few years now, where we have these targeted shopping events to benefit the downtown business owners. This is one of those events. It will be held on Thursday, May 11th from 5 to 8 p.m., which is a Thursday evening in celebration of Mother's Day. And they are requesting permission to have outdoor merchandise and banners for that event.
Any questions? Need a motion?
Make a motion to approve the downtown boutique and stroll.
Okay, we have a second?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Shop, dine, and stroll. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is another one of those targeted events where it's a shopping and eating event. And it's held every year to celebrate National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. And there will be live music in the gazebo, and this event is all during the day on March 25th. Glad to answer any questions.
Any questions?
Well, not requested in this one. Have we considered closing the street that particular day just to give access back and forth? It's not, it wasn't requested.
Yeah, all the events are kind of planned and coordinated through the police department and Laura, and any road closures are identified, and I don't think there's a feeling that this road needs to be closed.
Well, that's fine. I'm just asking. It's just, so the chief said no, got it.
Or maybe the merchants, because they keep,
Yes,
they go in here. Okay, we need a motion.
Make a motion to approve the shop, dine, and stroll on March 25th.
Okay, second?
Second.
We have a motion, have a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Special events at the farmer's market. Yes, ma'am.
It's the last one. So we have micro at the farmer's market throughout the year. These are the spring and summer events that we'll be having. Wanted to provide this to the commission so that you're aware of them, approve of them, because we do bring in outside vendors to assist. But really important, they will not go beyond the boundaries of the farmer's market for any of these events. That's it.
Any questions?